welcome to the Sugar Scoop. I'm Shelby Bauer, and today we're going to be making an awesome zombie shoe that might eat you, or you can eat it because it's made out of gum paste. So let's get started. So I'm starting out using all Madame Lulu fondant that I have added Tylose or CMC powder to quite a bit to make sure that it dries extra hard, just like gum paste or pastillage would. And this is the bottom of the shoe, so I'm going to make some imprints just for fun. And I used the saran wrap method to make my shoe pattern. It's a very common pattern making method. Now I always make the center part thicker so that the walls of the shoe need to attach itself to. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. So as I'm cutting out the pattern, I'm cutting it out of red, and this is the inside of the shoe because we're actually going to do 2 layers. So that's why I still have like a lip on the outside. I'm just gluing on the red part with some water, and you can see I'm correcting the pattern. That's why I don't want to share it with you guys because it's not perfect, but you can use pretty much any pattern you want to with this technique. And then I'm just cutting the heel. I'm making sure to add some kind of stabilizer in the heel, so I just add a little toothpick, and then I let the shoe and the heel dry separately overnight underneath a fan to make sure that they dry all the way through. Now I'm using my pasta roller to roll out a thin piece of white gum paste, and I'm going to cover my whole shoe with water and just a little bit. Then I'm going to cut off the excess white, and now I'm going to have a white cover over my red shoe. Now this is so we can make creepy mouths and eyeball holes and stuff. So now I'm going to be making my gum paste teeth. My gum paste teeth are a yellow and white fondant mixed together with CMC powder, and I baked them at 175 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes and then let cool completely, and they should be hard enough to where they don't lose their shape when you stick them in, so you can use them pretty instantly. I'm using an X-Acto blade to slice open the holes for the mouth on both the back and the front of the shoe, and then I'm going to glue on my heel with a little bit of fondant wet with water, and you should let this dry overnight, but I'm just going to wing it and keep fixing it until I'm done with it and let it dry. And then I'm adding water and a little bit more like gums, like red gum paste as gums to this shoe mouth. And then I'm going to stick in my teeth, and then I'm going to stick in the eyeball that I made out of gum paste prior to this, and same thing, just heat it in the oven, it'll get hard. So I'm adding all my teeth that fit. I'm just kind of picking out which ones I like and then sticking them in there and lifting up the white part to kind of act as a creepy mouth. And it's okay if it's dry and cracky because this is a zombie, so it's totally fine if his mouth is creepy and he has dry, cracked lips. Oh, and you can't forget the tongue. So I added a tongue to the front and to the back, and the tongue is just red Madame Lulu fondant, again with CMC powder so it dries hard. And I just did a split down the middle and then poked little holes to make the taste bud. And we're going to add detail with painting after we're done with all of this. So now I'm going to make my spine, and I'm making my spine out of like an ivory colored fondant. So I just added a little bit of ivory to white fondant, again CMC powder Madame Lulu fondant, and then I cut little strips and put them up my spine. It's really helpful to have a reference because spines are kind of hard. And then I just made these kind of like wing shapes that are pinched in the middle, and I glued those up all the way up the spine. But then you have these like pointy things, they're kind of like little triangles, and those go all the way down the spine so it sticks out, and that's what makes it look more like a spine. So now I'm just taking some different greens, just food coloring, normal food coloring, and adding vodka to it and just painting the whole thing like a really bright lime green, using a little bit of blue in there to give it some different dimensions. And then I'm going to paint some muscles with red food coloring. Then I'm adding little muscles with red fondant And then I'm gonna make little like pus balls. Ew. And those are just the same color as the teeth, but I'm gonna paint them like a teal color. And then those are just glued on with a little bit of edible glue. And now I'm going in and adding some detail on the teeth and just around the tongue, some shadows with some poppy paint. And then I'm going to paint the eyeballs. This is just blue food coloring and then a black dot, and then I'm going to just add more detail with white, and I'm using white poppy paint because that really pops, and I'm putting it over the muscles and on the tongue to add highlights to make it look like it's shiny. And we are going to hit all this stuff with some shine, but this helps to make it look even grosser. So now I'm going to go in with an edible marker and just kind of outline everything to make sure everything really pops and this looks really graphic. So I'm adding some taste buds on the tongue, going over the little pus marks I made, the muscles, the eyeball a little bit. And now I'm going to add my shine, and I'm using poppy paint shine, and I'm shining the teeth and the tongue and the eyeballs. That is really going to make this thing pop. And on top of that, I added a little bit more white to the tongue to make it look better. And this is the finished product. It looks very creepy. This would be perfect for the topper of a Halloween cake. If someone had a Halloween birthday, oh my goodness, this would be amazing. And we're done with our shoe, so just let it dry overnight, or maybe like 2 or 3 days would be good for it. And definitely, you know, come up with your own design. You can make as many teeth and mouths on it as you want to. I just thought that this was fun.
I have some exciting news. I will be on Halloween Wars. It'll be airing on the Food Network this September 30th, so check me out. I will be the sugar artist making spooky creations.
Thank you guys for watching. Check us out at The Sugar Scoop on Instagram. Like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos every week.